Alright, so the first things first we're going to start with is the TriStar over and under shotgun. This is going to be shooting Remington Nitro 3-inch number 5s. These bullets right here, I did a previous episode talking about cheap ammo is just as good. You can check that video out on the link above. As I use these here, I have made some really good patterns. I had a few pellets that didn't hit the exact area I wanted it to, but it made a pretty good spread and a pretty good coverage. This shotgun here, I've been using it for doves and squirrel for the last couple years, but this will be the first turkey tour that this will witness. So this will be his maiden voyage basically in the woods. Hopefully we can get a couple turkeys with this thing. It would be amazing to be able to get one next Saturday morning, opening morning. As I said, the Nitro turkey shells, these right here are really good for someone that is not just trying to spend a whole bunch of money into turkey hunting. If you're just trying to get started, or if you're just an average turkey hunter that isn't just crazy about having the most high-tech bullets, the most high-tech guns, the most high-tech gear, okay? This is something that you learn over time. This is not something you pick up. You can also see that in other video previous that I put out talking about 6 steps that, or 6 tips. You can see that video that has 6 tips for beginning turkey hunters I put out a couple days ago or a week ago that exactly explains about tips and tricks that I wish I'd have known whenever I started beginning turkey hunting. Second thing I would like to talk about, ghillie suit. I made this thing back in 2016. It's made out of a basically a leafy suit that was kind of tore up. So I mended it back together and started putting new camouflage strays into this and made it out of a pretty good ghillie suit. I've had this thing since 2016. It's done amazing in all kind of environments, spring, summer, and fall. Wintertime as well. Even though it has green, a lot of green mixed into it, it has a lot of brown also. I've always wanted to have good matching camouflage with whatever environment I in, and for pine timber or hardwood bottoms in the southeast and swamps, this is it, man. This is like the best thing you can have, especially now it's getting a little bit of green on the trees, buds are opening out pretty good. This is what you would be trying to use, this or like some kind of leafy top suit. Is this decoy here. I've had this for a few years now, probably since 2020 or so, maybe 2019. Didn't really get to use it hardly for the past few years. I just really started getting into the a little bit more decoy fanatic, I guess you could say, or a little bit more using them. There's nothing wrong with using a decoy if it's legal and everything's good, man, and you're able to trick that tom turkey into doing something that he naturally isn't able to do. That's all part of it, man. But this right here, this is the Avian XLCD, which is just one of like the most realistic texture and feathered detailed decoys on the market right now. It might be a couple years old, but trust me, this thing is still tricking turkeys. Take it from Blue back there, he'll tell you. Next thing I'd really like to talk about is whenever you're out in the woods and whenever this cool weather starts fading and tapering off, you're going to have some kind of way to keep mosquitoes and insects off of you. Whether it's ticks, mosquitoes, fleas, whatever the insect is, red bugs. Best thing to do is start looking for some kind of way to I've used this for the last season of deer season, and whenever it was bow season, this thing made a world of difference, so I know it will make a world of difference for turkey season. So make sure, if you're going to go out there, if you don't have off or some kind of DEET or some kind of repellent of insects and mosquitoes, make sure you get one of these, man. You will not realize how good this is unless you have it. Now, some people are going to say, you know, it only works unless the wind is blowing a certain direction, which is true, but it's very simple to, you know, set it whatever way so the smoke will go toward you. So just think about that whenever you get out and about and you start trying to get in this warmer temperature of turkey hunting. The very first call I'm going to start off with is this Primos call, mouth call. I've had it for probably 2 years now, and this is one of the best calls that I have ever purchased in my life. I love this thing. I have another one that's in the package that has never been opened that I keep in a closet just in case something happens to this one. God forbid. Because this one right here, I don't know if this one will ever have one that sounds as good as this one. Most people want to talk about calls and this, that, and the other, and major produced calls, every one of them is going to have a little bit of different tuning or a little bit different sound that someone prefers, or it sounds better to them. So this right here, like I said, this is a go-to most of the time, especially if I'm trying to do very soft yelping whenever I'm at the base of a tree, trying to just trick that tom into coming in range, just looking for that hen. Next kind of call is going to be a slate call. This slate call was made by beard collectors, Joey Thomas. Now, he was from the 229 area over there in Thomasville, Georgia. Back at the same time, I bought a couple calls from him, and I gave one to my little brother, and I kept this one. So, it's kind of sentimental to me. I wish I could have got one more from him, but I'm just glad and proud to have this one here, because this is something kind of proud to me. I got this back in 2017. Bought this from him out of Greenville, Mississippi. He came down then. I've just used it every season, man. It just has a good, clear sound. Blue liked it. As you can see, it's just it's not really much to it, man. It's just something real sentimental to me. I cracked this, like, I can't even remember how long ago I cracked this, but it cracked right here. This side seems like it does more of a raspier, and this side is more like a softer calling side. And I know it's gonna be some people say, man, don't put your fingerprints all on this, but it's not even scratched up here, man. Everything down here that is making the friction. And it is important to keep oil off of these things, man. You've got to keep oil off of these, because if you get any kind of liquid or any kind of oil down in these grooves where you've been sanding it, it's gonna go to garbage. So try to keep that as dry as possible, and I'm just glad that I got to get this thing from him. The next call I'm going to bring up is a box call. This box call was made by yours truly. That's right, I made this one here back in 2018, February 2018. I marked it and stamped it and everything. This thing has been through absolute hell. I am not kidding. This thing's been cracked, it's been broken, it's been glued more times than most people can count. I had a spring that I put in here, and the spring actually just basically rusted and wore out over time. Got damp one time, but now I took some stainless steel wire and just kind of wrapped it really, really tight, and that's what's inside of there now that keeps everything in check. Which this right here, I'm pretty proud of it. I made some that were horrible whenever I first started. I haven't made any in a long time. Ever since I made this one, I really don't want to make another one because I don't want to tarnish what I've done here. But I'll give a little bit of a preview. Blue's constantly gobbling at that gobble call, so we'll just put this on up and let that be. But yeah, that right there, and that is something that I have really, really enjoyed, and you can just see how many times it's been busted and cracked and just glued back together with final Gorilla Glue, and just it's taken a beating. It has, and you can even see the little wire inside of there that I was talking about. I love this call. I'm glad that I was able to make it and just enjoy it, just to be able to, you know, put some kind of legacy down with it. Okay, the time that I'm sure my sponsor has been waiting for. Our special thanks today is to Old Tom Technical Turkey Hunting Gear. As you have seen in the past few videos, I've had a lot of Old Tom gear on, hats, gloves, merchandise and such. I just really would like to take just one time and just really thank Old Tom for reaching out and giving me a few things and just kind of working with me and trying to grow my platform as I use their gear in my turkey hunting videos. I am very blessed and very just, the gratitude is through the roof, because most people don't realize how special that is until it happens. And again, thank you to Old Tom for technical hunting gear, and let's roll with it, man. I hope I get to use your equipment and your gear to be able to use it in the field and harvest me a Mississippi longbeard. That would be amazing. About to go into comfortability, which is another big thing. What I have here is my turkey vest. I've used this one for God knows how long. I was probably 20 years old whenever I got this thing. As you can see, I removed this back piece here, and the reason I did that was so that I could get air directly onto my back. Whenever I made that ghillie suit, it would really just hold in that insulation of heat right here, because it's a foam pad that's here, and I just had to do away with that, man. I had to have some kind of way to put some air back into my back. This thing is amazing. It can hold just about anything you're trying to do. Box call holder, shell holder, just everything that your traditional turkey hunt vest has. Plenty of pockets, insides and out. I'm able to carry all my gear. I'm able to carry some of the things that I really have to use, that like crow calls and owl calls, locating calls, which I have a Primos locating call of an owl call and crow call. This right here has made a lot of turkeys gobble. Crow call. And as you can hear, Blue just constantly gobbles to it. So, sum up in conclusion what is inside of my turkey vest and drop for this season. Thank you again to Old Tom for all the sponsors. Thank for anyone that's watching this video. There will be no more long form videos until turkey season 26 tour starts, okay? So then it will be every week, it will be some kind of semi-live episode coming out. So thank you again to everyone that watched this. Help me keep going to 1K subscribers. We're knocking on the door of 500. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. Merrill Productions out.